Hello, friends. Happy Friday. I am using a mic, so I want to make sure that everyone can hear me before I start talking. So, somebody pop on and drop me some comments and let me know that you can hear me clearly with this mic. If not, then I'll take it off. I just want to know before I get started. So, I see someone watching, so let me know who you are and where you're watching from. And drop me a comment and let me know if you can hear me okay. There's a little lag in the comments, so okay. Let's see. Can you hear me okay? Is that good? Somebody let me know. Okay, all right, awesome. You can hear me? Okay, good. No reverb, no background. Awesome. Perfect. Okay, so I wanted to pop on here and talk about something that is really important, and that is finding your niche and building a brand around your niche. Okay, so you might not even know what that means. So we're going to talk about that. All right, so how to find your niche and how to build a brand around it. So first of all, if you are watching me for the first time, my name is Jessica Holland. I am in direct sales. I've been in direct sales and network marketing for a little over 7 years now. And I started this business branding, teaching how to brand network marketers and direct sellers, how to build their brand online, how to make money, how to attract people to you and not you running down and chasing people. So that is what this is all about today. So I hope you get value from it. I am live in several different locations right now. So if you are in my branding group, great. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're watching. And if you're not, please go and search the group on Facebook. It's called Branding You Inc. INC. And you will find that. Join the group. It's a really great group, a great community. I'm loving the women that I'm connecting with in there. We are all really amazing. They're providing so much value. We're learning a lot. We're having a lot of fun. So you definitely want to be a part of that group if you are in network marketing or direct sales and you're trying to build a brand online. You're trying to get people to come to you and not you chasing down people. So that's what we're talking about today. And I look a little crazy, so I'm going to be kind of putting on my makeup while I'm talking to you guys. So please drop me some comments. Let me know who is watching. I see some eyeballs. Tell me where you're watching from, and make sure you click the link above. It says you have to click the link to grant StreamYard permission to leave comments, because I see people commenting right now, but it just says Facebook user, so I don't know who you are or where you're watching from. It just says Facebook user. So make sure you click that link right above where the description is, and it will grant you permission to leave comments with StreamYard. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just jump in really quickly. I want to talk about the difference between prospecting and marketing. So does anybody know the difference between prospecting and marketing? And if you don't, that's fine, because I'm going to tell you the difference in prospecting and marketing. And it's okay. You can totally do both. I am going to tell you personally, I definitely prefer marketing opposed to prospecting. And the reason is prospecting, the definition of prospecting is when you are reaching out to someone directly. So when you're reaching out to someone through text messages, Facebook, calling, whatever it is, whatever form of, that you use to reach out to someone, that is what prospecting is, okay? Marketing is when someone reaches out to you because of something that you have or something that you've done. Hey, Jessica, I'm so glad that you're watching me live. So awesome. Okay, so that is the difference between prospecting and marketing. So prospecting is when you reach out to someone directly, and then marketing is when someone reaches out to you because of something that you've done or something that you're doing. They're seeking you out versus you seeking them out. Okay. The second that you know something that someone else doesn't know, that makes you an expert in your field. So all you have to do is be a step ahead of them, and you can teach. So that's what's really cool about marketing. So, I think personal development is a really big part of it. We're always learning, we're always growing, especially if you're in network marketing and direct sales. There's always something new that you can learn. And you want to take that and you want to be able to duplicate that process and turn around and teach it, especially if you have a team, if you're trying to grow a team. You want to be able to duplicate yourself. Like that is, that's it. That's what you want to do in your business. Okay. So, all right, that's prospecting versus marketing. So branding. Okay, we're going to talk about branding and why you need to brand yourself and not your company. Branding yourself and not your company. And I've been talking to a lot of people this week about this, and I think there's been a little bit of confusion because a lot of people don't really know what branding actually is. I don't think I've ever caught you live. I think I've watched the replay before. Yay! Okay, awesome. Live is better, I feel like. I like being live because I like to communicate with you guys. Like, you give me energy and I give it right back to you. So I love that. I love that you're here with me live. So branding yourself and not your company. Okay, so your brand is you, not your company. Your brand is you and not your company. Okay, so I'm going to tell you the 3 reasons why. You might want to write this down. The 3 reasons why that you want to build a brand. Okay, so number 1 is because you want to attract more business to you. You want to attract more business to you. So that is number 1 reason why you want to build a brand. Okay, number 2, because you want to create multiple streams of income. Can I get an amen on that? Yes. Okay, so you want to create, who here wants to create multiple streams of income, or is it just me? Because multiple streams of income means more money, and everybody, I think, wants to make more money. I think that's why a lot of you are in this group. And it's not all about money, you guys. It's really not. It's about helping people. It's about providing value. It's about building relationships. That's what it comes down to. But in the process, you are going to make more money. And that is why you want to brand yourself. Okay, and money is not a bad thing. Okay, money is not a bad thing. If y'all read the Bible, y'all hear people say this all the time. Oh, money is the root of all evil. That's actually wrong, and I hate when people misquote that because it's the love of money is the root of all evil. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with having money, and there's nothing wrong with having a lot of it, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to have a lot of it because, number 1, if you have a lot of money, you can do a lot for a lot of people, and if you use it the right way, it can be a really huge blessing. So you can give back more frequently and anonymously. So, it's not just because, okay, I have all this money and I'm just going to show it off and I'm going to, brag about how much I do and what I do with it. That's not it at all. You can give back, you can give to charities, you can help your church. I mean, you can put your kids through college, you can put your kids like braces, y'all. Braces are so freaking expensive. And one thing that I know I definitely want to do is, I made a post this last week on my Facebook, and I was like, how many of you went to college, how many of you got a degree, and how many of you are actually working in the field that you went to school for, and how many of you still have student loans? A lot of people, there was like tons and tons and tons of comments. I think people are still commenting from, several days ago because it's a really popular topic. So the majority, they went to college and got their degree. Majority of them were not doing what they went to school for, and if they were, like 99.9% of them still had student loans. So that is one thing that you can prevent by having money. I don't want my kids to have student loans. So like my kids are my why. They're a lot of part of my why. Because I still have student loans, and like I went to school for culinary arts, and I have a degree in culinary arts. I love to cook. I love to entertain. I love to have people over. I love to cook for you. I just hate to clean. So if you come to my house, I'll cook for you, but you have to clean. So that's one of the things that I want to be able to do for my kids. I want their college to be paid for. Obviously, I want them to get scholarships and things like that. But I don't want them to have to worry and stress and, years down the road still be paying for their education. So that's really important to me. So having money that can do that. Despite when people twist the Bible verses to fit their own needs or belief. Yes, Jessica. Oh my gosh, I see that so much. So I got off track there, but okay, so we're talking about the 3 top reasons to build your brand. So number 1 is to attract more business to you. Number 2 is so you can create multiple streams of income. And number 3 is to protect yourself. And to kind of explain that a little bit more, basically, God forbid if you got really sick, like if you got really, really sick and you could not work, you would lose your business if you branded your company and not you. So you do not want that to happen. I don't like cleaning either. Clothes or dishes are the worst. Girlfriend, yes, I'm right there with you. That's why you see this background and not the rest of my house, because oh my gosh, I don't think I have any clean clothes right now. I hate doing clothes and dishes, definitely. Like if I don't know what I would do without a dishwasher. I really don't. I don't think I could survive. So why you want to brand yourself and not your company? Top 3 reasons. So number 3 was to protect yourself. So God forbid something happens to you and you get really, really sick and you cannot work, and then what happens? You can lose your company. Like you can lose and not be able to work. So if you have not built a brand that is you and not your company, then what? Then what do you do? Or what if your company closes or shuts down? I mean, because it's happening. It's happening every single day in network marketing, direct sales. Like top companies that I never thought would close are closing. And so what if that happened? What if you were all on your page talking about, oh my gosh, my company this, my Pampered Chef this, my 31 this, my, whatever that, and you're just all about this company, and then something happens and they close. So then what do you do? Because if you haven't branded yourself, then you have to start completely over. Like you don't want to do that. And that's a really bad place to be. So this is why you want to brand yourself and not your company, because God forbid, or even if you decided to change companies, that's okay. Because sometimes in direct sales and network marketing, sometimes you start with one and you figure out like, wow, this is really not for me. And then you go to another one. Well, I will tell you, people, they don't really get excited about when you hop from like company to company to company, because they feel like, well, this week she's all excited about this, and the next week gets something else, and then the next week gets something else. So you don't really trust her, because you're like, well, last week this was what I needed, and this was like really awesome, and now this isn't awesome anymore. Now this is really awesome. So that's really why you do not want to brand your company, because if you were to ever leave it, or it was to shut down, or what if your term, like what if you got terminated like from your company? Like what if you did something, maybe it was an accident, I don't know, but you got terminated. Like then what? Then what would you do? So that's why it's so important to build you as a brand and not your company. Jessica, you said I feel that way right now. I've been at the dang doctor's office and hospital all day running tests and going tomorrow. Oh my goodness gracious, girl, bless your heart. Well, I hope everything is okay. You better keep me posted. Okay, so attraction marketing. Attraction marketing is accomplished by speaking into pain points of your clients in a way that they know you can actually help them through it. So basically, in shorter words, it's finding a need and filling it. So whatever their problem is, what product or what service do you have that can help them solve whatever problem that they have? So if it's like, I really don't know how to get my kids to bed on time, like that could be your thing. Like that could be literally your thing. Or, I am really great at gardening and I buy plants and I keep them alive and they don't die. Like that can be your thing. Literally, that could be your thing. So it really, people get confused and thinking when you brand yourself, it's still about your company, but it's actually not. It's totally so far away from that. It's like total opposite of that. It has nothing to do with your company. So it's finding something that you're good at, something that you're an expert in, something that you love, something that you can provide tips and values on. That is you. That is your niche. That is your brand, and that's how you build it. Okay, so we're going to find out how you own your awesome, and we're going to talk about what are you a guru of. Okay, so let's talk about my gifts. So one thing that people come to me over and over asking for advice is, so I want you to answer these three questions. So what is one thing that someone always comes to you and asks for advice about? If they're asking you for advice, it's probably because you are like a total jam at whatever that is. Like you are the bomb.com, you know all about it, and you're like, dude, this is my thing, this is my jam. Like I could talk about this all day long and you never, ever, ever get tired of it. So, what is that one thing that everybody would come to you for? Like, what is that one thing everybody would come to you for? So, if they were going to ask you advice about something, what would it be? Okay, so that is the number one question that you want to answer. Okay, all right, so number two question is going to be, what excites me to talk about this? So whenever the topic comes up and you just like love talking about it, like you could legit talk about it until you die because you're like such a fan, like whatever it is, what is that one thing that you could talk about all day long and never, ever, ever get tired of talking about it? What you're saying makes sense. Oh yes, I'm so glad. Girl, I'm already awesome. Yes, girl, you are. You are already awesome. I love you already. So what is the one thing, Jessica? Like, what is the one thing that everybody would come to you and ask for advice on? Like, what's something that you know like a lot about that nobody else knows about that you could literally talk about all day long? What is that one thing? Okay, they want advice on hair, makeup, or nails. I went to school for it my junior and senior year of high school. Okay, all right. So hair and nails, and makeup. Well, that's a lot. It's like a lot of things. That's like more than one. So, um, what you really want to do is, I don't know. I guess you could kind of compile those things together because they go together. So I guess it could be like all things beauty, maybe all things beauty. If you wanted to like put those things together, I think that would work. Okay, so next is I love to help people. So if there is one thing that I really, really love to help people do, it is this. So that is question number 3. So what is one thing that you love to help people do? So, and it can only be one thing. Like the number one thing you love to help people do. What would it be? That is question number 3. Jessica says, I absolutely love being able to help and inspire women on, did you leave something off at the end of there? Or you said you love to help and inspire women on what, Jessica? Okay. Eyebrows take the longest, but they're the most important feature of your whole face. They shape your whole entire face. Okay. Anyway, moving on. That's not what this is about. Okay, so your purpose in life is to use your gifts and talents to help other people. Your journey in life teaches you how to do that. All right. So what this is all about is really just giving yourself permission to plant your flag and say, I am a leader in this. This is what I'm good at. This is what I'm doing. And you announce it and make it public and say, like, this is me. This is my thing. This is my niche. This is my jam. And this is what I'm good at. And when you're good at it and you provide value, people will follow you. And then when you recommend something to them, they're going to buy it, you know, because they like, know, and trust you. So you have that it factor. Some people call it the Oprah factor. So like everybody knows Oprah, like it doesn't matter what Oprah says. If Oprah says, well, this is awesome, you guys need it, you're like, yes, I need that because Oprah said I needed it. So that is the it factor. That is what you want. So figure out what your brand is, figure out what your niche is, what are you good at, who do you want to serve, how do you want to show up online. And it has to be nothing to do with your company. Okay, that part is really, really important. Facebook user says, wow, I have no clue. Okay, so make sure you grant permission for StreamYard to leave comments. There's a link above in the description. You have to click that, or I don't know who you are. It just says Facebook user, so make sure you click that link. Jessica says, absolutely. Okay, I read that one. Okay, yes, I didn't mean to hit send just yet. I love to inspire women not only on the outer beauty, but their inner beauty as well. I totally agree. I mean, when you look good, you feel good, right? And confidence goes a really long way in anything that you do, and confidence is really contagious. So, don't you love to be around people that are confident versus not confident? I know I do. Okay, so the difference between someone you see online just killing it. I guess I don't have to. Kay, hey Kay, oh my gosh, I love you. I'm so glad you're watching. Okay, so the difference between you and the people that you see online that are crushing it, killing it, showing up, providing value, you're like, dude, like, what is like, why can they do that and I can't do that? Like, what do they have that I don't have? Do you want to know the answer? Nothing. You know the difference between them and you? They're doing it. You're not. And you can. You're just not doing it. You have to start somewhere, and everybody starts at the same place, right? And so sometimes we always like compare ourselves, and we see someone else and we're like, oh my gosh, they're like totally killing it. They're rocking it. Like they're so totally awesome. I could never be like that. Well, stop doing that. Stop comparing yourself to other people, because that's like the worst thing that you can do. Okay. Okay. Hi XOXO. I guess that's still K because it doesn't say your name. Okay. So that is the difference between them and you, is they made a decision. They committed to the goal and they did it. Okay. They were scared and they did it anyway. So that's where a lot of people get stuck. They get in this cycle of just, you know, I might like something, or I get excited, I have this idea, but you don't ever put it into motion. So that is the difference between them and you, is they are actively doing the things that connect with their goals. Okay, so finding a need and filling it. Absolutely love helping others in just about anything. I love lifting up their spirits and making someone smile. I'm always down for handing out compliments to women, mostly because we can totally relate to each other. I am down for that, girl. So I'm doing, if you hear some background noise, it's the baby. So I have 3 kids, for those of you who don't know. If this is your first time watching, I have a 3-year-old son who just started school this week, a 2-year-old, well, she'll be 2 next month, in September. And then I have a 2-month-old, and she's right here actually next to me. She was napping, and she just woke up, and she was fussing a little bit, so gave her bottle, and she's all good. Okay, so the difference in them and you is they decided to do it. They made a decision, they committed to it, and their actions lined up with their goals. So ask yourself, do your actions line up with your goals? All right. All right, and then the factor that you need for success online, it's 3 things, really. You want people to know you, like you, and trust you. And when they know you, like you, and trust you, that is how you build those relationships, and that's how that's when you decide to mention your company or your product or whatever, they're going to be so much more apt to want to make a purchase with you or join your team, because you've already built that relationship with them online. People don't realize this, but video is the #1 way to get leads, because you can connect with someone through video. And with everything going on in the world right now, and everyone is working from home, everyone is in direct sales, everyone is in network marketing. So 5-6 years ago, you know, you could like blast your company all over your page and blast your magic product all over your page, and you know, people would get excited and they might like it, comment, and they might buy it from you. But now everyone is doing that. Everyone is in direct sales. Everyone is selling something. And so, you know, you're just another one. You're just another one. So you have to do something that makes you stand out above everyone else. And so that is what building your brand is all about. Building your brand and finding your niche. So you want to connect with people, build a tribe, and bring in more business, and have fun when you do it. The factor that you need for success online is the it factor. And that is knowing when people know you, they like you, and they trust you. And that happens when you show up consistently show up and provide value. So when you find your niche, like whatever it is, like I said, maybe it's gardening. Like maybe you're like really a gardening guru. I would like to be, but I'm not. So if you showed up and you provided me some really great tips about how to garden, how to keep your plants alive, I really want, like, I mean, I want a vegetable garden. I want an herb garden. I want some fruit trees, but I don't have a green thumb. That's just not my thing. But maybe that's your thing. So if you showed up every day and you're providing value and you're telling me, hey, these are my top 10 tips for how to grow an orange tree and have the best oranges in the world. Like they taste better than any other oranges. This is how you grow the perfect orange tree. If I wanted to know how to grow an orange tree and have the best tasting oranges, I would follow you. So basically, that's what it comes down to is you have to find the need and fill it. You have to find your tribe. You have to find that warm market. There's somebody out there who wants what you have, and you are providing a disservice to them if you are not sharing your gifts with the world. Okay, so you are enough. Do not forget that. All right. So let's say I meet you at an event. You want to write this down too. I'm gonna give you these 5 questions that that this is how you're gonna introduce yourself. Okay. So if I meet you at an event and I say, tell me what you do. Okay. So number 1 is, who are you? So me. I am Jessica Holland. I'm a mom. I have 3 kids. Braxton, Braylon, Blakely, a lot of B's. I get their names mixed up. Okay, number 2 is, what do you love to do? I love to teach. I love to teach direct sellers and network marketers, women specifically, because you have to be specific with your niche and your brand, your market. Who are you targeting? Who are you trying to attract? Typically, women 25 to 55 is generally like my target market. And you could fall, I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, but generally that's the people that I attract is within the age ranges. Women in direct sales or network marketing between ages 25 and 55. What do you love to do? So I love to teach women 25 to 55 in network marketing, direct sales, how to build their brand online so that people are coming to you and blowing up your inbox and your direct message instead of you chasing after all of these people. So I love to teach attraction marketing and how you can build that brand online, build relationships online through video. Okay, so number 3 is, who do you do it for? Who do you do it for? So I do it for a lot. I do it for people who want to be able to have a better life, who want to be able to provide an income for their family. Maybe it's just a side income. Maybe it's a full-time income. Maybe you want to replace the job that you have and take your side hustle and make it your full-time gig. That's awesome. Oh, girl, yeah, I know we have the same name. That's so awesome. So that's who you do it for. Like, who do you do it for? I do it for single moms who want to stay home with their kids and not have to put them in daycare. Like, that was me. So I relate to people like that because, I've been a single mom since January. So coming up on 9 months now, almost 9 months. And it's hard, you guys. It is hard. It's hard being a single parent. And so I relate to people on a lot of levels, especially people around my same age, with kids around my same age. Because, when I go to drop my kids off at school, it's a huge thing. It's like a big affair. Well, my son, because he just started this week. So up until Monday, I had all 3 home all the time, like 24/7, and except for when the 2 older ones are with their dad. And I say older, they're not really older, 3 and 2 years old. So they're not older. But when I'm going into the school, it's like a whole big thing. You got to pull into the parking lot and you got to get out and you got to walk. I gotta walk Braxton like what feels like a mile because his classroom is like legit the very last classroom because you don't just drop them off. Like, you don't pull through a line and then get out of the car. No. You got to park, you got to get out, and you got to walk. You got to walk way down to the very last classroom. which is fine. I need to exercise, so that's fine. But when you have 3 babies and you have to park and get out of the car, it's like, okay, I have to get him out of the car, but I have to do it in like a specific order. Okay, so I get the baby out and I strap the baby to me in the little carrier, and then I have to get the stroller out, and then I have to put Braylon in the stroller, and then I have to get him out, and then he have to put his backpack on him and hold his hand, and then walk what feels like a mile. And you get all these crazy looks, like, oh my gosh, she has like a lot of kids. I get all kinds of crazy looks. So, yeah. So that's a whole affair, like every day, like, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, twice a week, twice a day, because you have to do it in the morning when you drop them off, and in the afternoon when you pick them up. So, I got off topic there, but anyway, who do you do it for? That was what we were talking about. Who do you do it for? So, single moms, definitely. That's and just people who want to be able to live their dream life and be able to provide an income for their family. But it really resonates with me what single moms do, because that's where I'm at. So I would love to help single moms specifically. Okay, so number 4 is, what do those people want or need? Okay, so what do those people want or need? Let's see. There's like a ton of comments. Jessica, you said you're a people person. Seriously, can't wait to see anyone else here in the comments. Jessica Brooks, nice to meet you. Love making others feel better about themselves. Yes, girl, we do. We have the same name. We're twinning. So that must mean we are both awesome. I can agree with that. Okay, so I get squirrely, you guys. Okay, so number 4, what do those people want or need? Okay, so finding a need and filling it. What do those people want or need? So what does your target market audience need? What does your product or service do that can solve their problem? That is what it breaks down to. Okay, so to answer that question for yourself. And then number 5 is, how do you change or transition? How do they change? How do they change or transition as a result of what you give them? So if it's, hey, I'm overweight. Yeah, I am overweight. And I need to lose 50 pounds. I do need to lose 50 pounds. So what product do you have, or what service do you provide that can solve my problem, that I need to lose weight? That's my problem. And I don't have a lot of time. I'm really busy. I'm a busy mom. So how can you or your product or your service help me, a busy mom, lose 50 pounds when I don't have a lot of time? Okay, that could be who you serve. So that's just an example. Okay, so you're bold and brave and fearless. So now it's time to define your audience. Okay, so when you are too broad, you attract no one. So this is what I've said like several times. When you speak to everyone, you speak to no one. So you have to be very, very specific in who your target audience is. That's very, very important. Okay, so you have to perfectly define that audience. You can't just say, okay, well, I want to help women. Well, that's too broad. Okay, because when someone lands on your page, they need to know why they are landing there. It needs to be very clear. It needs to be very specific. It can say, hi, I help women in their 50s look fabulous, and gain confidence, whatever. But like very, 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 very specific, like a group, a specific group, maybe a specific age, not just I help women or I help men. That's very, very, very broad. Okay, so like if I say, hey, I help college girls find the perfect workout or make their makeup look flawless and fabulous. Well, if a 50-year-old lands on my page, she knows, well, this is for college girls. This isn't for 50-year-olds. So definitely I'm not in the right place. I need to be looking somewhere else. So you have to be very specific, okay? So maybe it's single women in their 50s. Maybe it's network marketers with young toddlers. That's definitely me and what I gravitate to. Married women in their 30s, dating older men, maybe busy moms of teenagers. Like whatever it is, it has to be extremely specific. Okay. So there are 4 magic questions to uncovering your tagline. So if you don't have a tagline, you need one, and this is how you're going to find what your tagline is going to be. Number 1 is, who is your ideal prospect? Who is your ideal prospect? Who do you want to attract? I think one really one big mistake that a lot of people make in network marketing and direct sales, especially like when we're brand new. Like we're really excited about this brand, we're really excited about this product, and we think, oh my God, this is the best product on the planet. I mean, everybody out there that's watching this right now, your product is the best product on the planet. Everybody's product is the best product on the planet. I'm not arguing with that. But is your product really the best product on the planet? It is, but not for everyone. Okay. You cannot be everybody's cup of tea. All right. You just can't. Okay. So that is where finding your audience comes in. There is a warm market out there for you, and you have to find it. So that warm market means like those are the people that want what you provide. If it is a product or a service, that is your warm market. So this is the goal: is you want to find that warm market. So that means they want what you have. That means they are coming to you, and you are not chasing them down or trying to shove your product or your service down everyone's throat because it's not for everyone. Okay, and that is something that you have to realize. A lot of people just think, okay, well, this is just awesome and everybody's supposed to love it because I love it. But everybody is not going to love it. Everybody is not you, and everybody is not your audience. Okay, so be very, very, very specific and the type of person that you want to attract and the type of person that you want to help, because at the end of the day, you can't help everybody. I know that you want to, especially if you have a servant heart like I do. You really do want to help everybody. And I'm going to be doing some one-on-one coaching, and I would love to set up a free call with anybody that would be interested. I've done a lot this weekend, and I think a lot of people really got a lot of value from it. And basically what it's going to do is it is going to decide if you and me are a good fit for each other, because I don't teach on everything. And so I want to help you, but I can't help you with everything. Okay, so there's specific things that I do teach on, and there's specific things that I don't teach on, because I could teach on a lot of different things, but branding is my thing, finding your audience, building your brand online. And so if that's something that you're interested in, is that something that you need help with, you don't know where to start, then please reach out to me. And if you're in my branding group, or you can go over to my business page and find me, Jessica Holland, branding expert on Facebook, and send me a message. And I would love to set up a call with you. You should be able to book straight from there, or just send me a message, and we can set up a free call and find out if we're a good fit for each other. Okay, so number one, who is your ideal audience? Number two is, what are 3 biggest pains that they have? Okay, 3 biggest pains that they have. So what are the 3 things that they need help with? What is the problem that they have? What is the need that they have that you can feel? Jessica said, we ladies all have to stick together for real. There's always someone that is not going to vibe with you and try to bring you down. Yes, girl. Because they're jealous, or they don't like you for their own personal reasons. Where am I from? Oh, I am from Florida, the Panhandle. I had somebody ask me that the other day. They were like, oh my God, like you have such a country accent. You must be from Georgia or Alabama. And I'm like, well, I'm actually like 30 minutes from Alabama, 20, 30 minutes from Alabama, 20, 30 minutes from Georgia. So I'm like the Florida-Georgia line. Y'all know that song? That's where I'm from, literally, the Florida-Georgia line. That's where I live. So I got sidetracked there for a second. I'm playing in makeup. I got makeup all over the place. I'm not very good at multitasking, as you can see. And we talked about that. You're not supposed to multitask, because we're not meant to multitask, guys. We're not built for that. Okay, anyway. So who is your ideal prospect? Number 2 is, what are the 3 biggest pains that they have? Okay. So what are the 3 things that they have a problem with that you can fix with your product or your service? What are the 3 things that you can fix with your product or your service? Okay. All right. So you're going to answer that question for yourself depending on what you do. All right. And then number 4. Oh, hold on. No, that was number 2. Sorry. Number 3. What is the specific results that they can get by working with you? Okay, so you can make $1 million if you buy my product or my service, and you can make it in 30 days. That's it. I would buy it. Whatever product or service that you sell that would make me $1 million in 30 days, I mean, I would do it. I would buy it. So if you have that product or service, let me know. Shoot me a message and get at me. I'm all about making more money and having more streams of income is always a really great thing. And really today, the era that we're living in, you have to have multiple streams of income. You just do. So, okay. So that was in number 3. What is the specific result that they can have by working with you? Okay. So it might be, you can lose 50 pounds in 30 days by buying my magic pill or drinking my magic drink or doing my, whatever it is, awesome workout. Like, you can lose 30 pounds in 30 days or 50 pounds, whatever I said, whatever it is. I'm playing, I'm joking, y'all. We know that's not possible. But anyway, you get what I mean? Okay, so number 4 is wait, hold on. It's really terrible when you can't even read your own handwriting. I'm literally trying to read my notes. Oh, you're not far from Alabama? Okay. I get Georgia and Alabama all the time with my accent. Okay, so number 4, what are you the go-to person for? Oh, gosh, I can't even read. Can't read my own handwriting. That's the problem. Okay, so what are you the go-to person for? So that kind of comes back to what we were talking about earlier about advice. Like, what do people come to you for? What do people ask you advice for? So what is something you know like a whole lot about? Yeah, that answers that question. So those are the 4 magic questions to uncovering what your tagline is going to be. So number 1 was, who is your ideal prospect? Number 2 is, what are the 3 biggest pains that you have, that they have? And then number 3 is, what is the specific result that they can get by working with you? And number 4 is, what are you the go-to person for? What are you a guru of? What are you great at? What is your niche? What's something that you are really, really, really great at and everyone comes to you advice for? So here is basically how to break down your tagline. This is super simple. Say what you do and why you do it. So I help network marketers and direct sales build their brand online so that they can make more money and be able to stay home with their kids, whatever, like something like that. That's not specifically mine, but kind of similar-ish. Okay, so does that kind of make sense? Does that resonate with somebody? Y'all say something in the comments. Say helpful if this is helping you, if it's making sense. If you're getting value from this, put value in the comments. If you're not watching me live and you're watching the playback, put hashtag replay in the comments and let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if this is the first time you're watching. And please, 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 if you haven't already joined my Branding You Inc. Facebook group, please go join it. And then when you're in that group, we are doing giveaways right now. When you add 10 friends to the group, don't just add anybody. Don't just go down and add anybody on your Facebook friends. I want you to add people that you think will get value from that group and value from training like this one. Okay. You're good, girl. We are here at the end. So that is all that I have for you guys today. We went a little long because we got a little sidetracked, but please join that group. Add 10 friends. When you add 10 friends that you believe will get value from it, from that group, from this type of training, learning how to brand themselves online, then I will send you some goodies in the mail. So you definitely want to go do that. All right. So that is all I have for you guys. So I'm going to hop off here and finish up this makeup because it's getting kind of crazy. Thought I could do this, but I was wrong. All right. So that's all I have. Thank you for watching. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow at 10:30 in the branding group. I'll also be live in a couple other locations. So if you're watching this today, you'll probably see that again tomorrow. So set your alarm for 10:30 Central Time. We're going to be doing an influencer interview in my group with a top leader in her company. She's a six-figure earner, and she built her business super, super fast. And she has some really great tips that she wants to share about building your brand online. So I would love for you to tune into that. So make sure you're there, and hopefully we will see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.